What's up guys, before the video starts, I just want to let you know about Adelaide Pride. I'm a member of and I have played for Adelaide Pride before. I just want to tell you guys they do have some upcoming comps coming up. Do have the UNI SA socials coming up, which I'll leave the posters in the next little bit, and also the competition at STARPLEX. You can find me at that STARPLEX comp. I'll be playing there in the opens. So I'll see you on the court. Let's play.
All good?
Yeah, all good.
What's up guys, welcome to another bit of a podcasty sort of video with me, Luke Mollet, and we got Joe in as well. Also have Dean from Hamilton Rams. If you guys can see him, I'll put him up here somewhere. Yeah, let's start with a bit of an introduction to you, man. So you've sort of yourself and how you came about with the 3-on-3 stuff in Hamilton Rams.
Yeah, cool. So I currently manage the Hamilton Rams 3-on-3 basketball club. So we're just a small community town in regional Victoria. So we've just got the Shire has given us access to a facility, just an old Ram shed. So we've got 2 half courts set up there, and we just run just an opens comp and a juniors comp every week. It's being put on hold at the moment due to COVID restrictions, unfortunately, but hopefully we can kick off again soon.
Perfect.
So we're sort of in the early stages at the moment where we've just got a couple of comps running. We just got our 3x3 Ready program. We're just setting up that at the moment, just a bit of an expression of interest. But yeah, it's starting to pick up a lot. We've got a lot of interest at the moment growing. So yeah, hopefully in the next sort of couple of months we can kick off again and really get it roaring. So
Excellent. And then, so what were your numbers like, mate?
yeah, so our Friday night comps we're getting 4 or 5 teams, and our juniors we had about 12 or 13 teams. It sort of got restricted a little bit because the town's so big on their footy and cricket. And we kicked off right at the end of the footy season. People couldn't commit to one or the other. So hopefully when we kick off our next 4-week session, we'll get a lot more teams entered for those people that couldn't enter through footy or weren't really sure what it was all about, but have now been up to see it. So, yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
Is Hamilton a basketball town? Like, do you guys...
Yeah, so Hamilton is sort of, at the moment, it's not. But if you go back sort of 20 or 30 years, it was massive on basketball, massive. And then sort of about 10 years, we had 4 or 5 squad teams entered through the local 5-on-5 stuff. And it's dropped off a little bit, but I think I sort of know, I think it's just because it's just the same, it gets a little bit repetitive.
Yeah.
So to bring in this new version of basketball, this exhilarating, fast-paced version of basketball, it's really got the town talking. It's got all those people dust off the boots and get back on the court. So
Yeah.
That's really good.
I guess, yeah, Joe and I were talking before about sort of how randomly 3x3 can come up in different places around. How did it all start in Hamilton for you guys? Like, where was the starting place for that?
Yeah, so Champions League Basketball, who owns all the clubs, so they travel around and do pop-up events, sort of 1 or 2 days of pop-up events. So they've done 4 to date in Hamilton. And the first couple I played in, and the last 2 I got heavily involved in helping set up and pack up and just getting to know a bit more about it. And then, yeah, the last one got to know Matt and Yvette a lot better, and then we helped them at their Bendigo event and Portland event.
Perfect.
And then, yeah, sort of got in to know them a bit, and they said they were interested in setting up a club. They sort of always believe that when it comes time to set up a club, give back to the community and let them run it. So they've been really good in just sort of handing over the reins to myself and my wife Brooke. We have both jumped in the deep end and just started organising everything on our end and getting courts set up and teams entered, and so that's where I come into it. I've travelled around and played in their events and that, but in terms of in the Rams sort of stuff, it was just had an interest for the sport, loved basketball, saw this new style of play.
Yeah.
Really loved it, and just wanted to get involved more. And then when I heard that there was an opportunity to sort of help other people understand the game and show them what it's all about, I jumped on it straight away.
Yeah. And you've had a pretty cool opportunity, I think, recently with your new role. Tell us about that as well. Courts and Hoops.
So I've just started full time working for Courts and Hoops. So it's a bit of a mix. So I've got Courts and Hoops, Hamilton Rams, and a bit of Champions League as well.
Yeah, hands and everything.
But predominantly Courts and Hoops. So very excited. I've been with them for about 2 weeks now. So just installing people's courts and hoops in their backyards, bringing that that dream to life. Like I know, and one of the main things was, as a kid, I always wanted something like that in my backyard. I could never get it because it was so expensive or it wasn't available. So to be able to do that myself, and at the end of the day, you put that final tile down, you see the smile on the kid's face. It's all worth it. Yeah, so it's going to be really, really exciting.
Definitely, no, that's awesome.
No, that is good. I hear people talk about 3-on-3 being a new product. Like you're not going to get a traditional basketballer that plays rep league, or out here we call it district. It's not that 3-on-3 is not for them, but 3-on-3 is almost for the footy player, the netball player that don't want to commit to a club and don't want to commit to 20 weeks of Friday nights or Saturdays or whatever, and can just pop out there 4 weeks in and out. There's a winner, like a grand final winner every week, or I know there's different versions of it, but is that how you guys have been able to sort of position yourselves?
Yeah, so the thing that we love and the thing that I love and helps us sort of sell on someone that's not too sure about it is there's no politics. You don't have to sign up. There's no going through the stages. You just rock up, you jump on the court, you play your 10 minutes. It's fast paced, it's exhilarating, and you're guaranteed to get the ball. Like you don't spend 40 minutes on the bench or 40 minutes on the court. You don't get the ball because there's 4 other players better than you. Like the sport is for everyone. If you've never picked up a basketball, you can still jump on the court. And you've got a 1 in 3 chance of shooting your shot because there's 3 years on the court. So
for sure.
It's for those people that, as you said, aren't necessarily interested in putting in. Like it goes both ways. It definitely goes a lot more beyond weekly comps. But it is that grassroots level for people that, as you said, don't want to commit to a team of 5 people or aren't that interested or that skilled at the moment to join a 5-on-5 team. It gives that other option of just a different style of the game, but it's still basketball.
For sure, and people like Luke that want to take it to wherever it can go. There's that as well, but you know you could be in and out of it 4 weeks. I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem committing to 4 weeks. And I know
that's right.
We've started recently here at STARPLEX, sort of hosting that same concept of like a 4-week comp. I know that the Pride's also sorting out something in town at UNI SA, and I think that's sort of the idea now is to sort of carpet bomb the city with options, and then let the market sort of speak for itself. So, no, man, good on you guys. Like, how big is Hamilton? I could Google that, but
we've got about 9,000 people, so it's not huge, but it's there's a lot of very keen kids. It's very much youth driven, which benefits us
for sure.
Yeah. And
they don't play footy or netball during the summer?
You get cricket, which isn't as big. But footy and netball is sort of massive, so that's where we struggle with numbers at the start. But coming into summer, I think we're going to have a hands full.
Nice. And you could fit probably like 100 3-on-3 games within the same time frame as a cricket match.
I guess something that I'm interested in too is like, all these players have a different story of how they got into 3x3. Where did you start with that? Like, did you start playing 5-on-5 and came into it from there, or sort of how did you go about it?
Yeah, so I think my story is I was played 5-on-5 from when I was about 12. Was never a standout player. Like I was tall, played big, never really liked playing in the post. Sort of just turned up, played my game, went home. And then sort of started to develop a bit more. Was always a team player, so I'd always sort of try and get my teammates involved before shooting myself. And some coaches don't see that as a benefit. So I suppose I sort of didn't get court time, didn't get respected in terms of the fact that I'd rather have 10 assists than 20 points. So I sort of lost a bit of interest there. Then my brother started playing a bit more serious, got back involved, playing with him. Same sort of thing happened. Was more of a team player. Sort of lost a bit of interest in it. I still play because I still love basketball. But I've just sort of lost that interest. And then playing in the events, the first couple of years, it was sort of just something different. Just played my 2 days, got out, never thought anything of it. But the last sort of saw a bit more of it on social media, sort of understood it a bit more. And then playing the game, your teammates definitely appreciate your playmaking as well as your scoring. Like it's not just about there's no coach, so you don't get benched if you don't score 10 points.
Right.
Definitely, yeah.
It's about how the three of you work together as a team. And if you've got one player that's there playmaking and there to purely help your teammates score, that's respected.
Yep.
So for me, that was a big reason to get involved. Just in terms of my game style and the way I like to play is very well respected by your teammates.
Yeah.
In terms of 5-on-5. And then the other thing is the confidence. I never had a lot of confidence playing 5-on-5, and that's probably why I looked to playmaking. I get the ball wasn't really my first option. Wasn't to shoot; it was to try and get someone else open. Playing this, you've got 12 seconds, so you don't have a choice. If you get the ball and there's 1 second left, you have to shoot it. As I said, you're a 1 in 3 chance of shooting the ball and 2 other people on the team.
Definitely, yeah.
So that's helped my confidence a lot, being involved where you have the green light to shoot. There's no one on the sideline to bench you if you don't make that shot.
So I guess as well.
Yeah, there's a sort of a couple of little reasons, but they're my main reasons for getting so involved.
Yeah, perfect.
And so, do you guys have how are you on the content game? You guys got some videographers, or are you manager, videographer, editor?
So at the moment, in terms of our competitions, we just have one of our committee members go around and take some photos and videos and all sort of stuff. It's small it's hard in a small community town. We don't really have the resources to explore our options in that sense.
Yeah.
There's definitely people around that could help, but we're only starting off. Whereas the small club, we don't really have the funds to do that. But big picture, for sure, we want to get as much as we can. We want to get drones at our events. We want to get videographers at every night. So we're sort of just starting off small now. But as I said, in the next couple of months, hopefully we can take that big leap. The interest is there. The people are there. So. Yeah.
Definitely, and just touching on confidence and sort of the competition of 3x3 as well. So obviously you've got your brother who's our current #1 ranked under 23. I think you're up there as well. You top 5, am I right?
Yeah, 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah. How does that sort of play in terms of like competition and the 3x3 and whatnot? If you're going to an event, how does that play out in your head too? Because obviously we've got so many other guys who haven't been to as many events but could be really amazing. So how does that sort of play out for you guys?
Yeah, so the rankings, it's a very funny thing. So
Yeah.
I like to say it's the only sport where you can get ranked #1 by only participating.
Yeah.
Under the Rams banner, I haven't won a game, but I'm still #4 in under 23.
Yeah.
I think my brother Joel's won 1.
Yep.
And yeah, he's #1. So it really is just about turning up.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the best team. You don't have to win to get to #1. You just have to show up.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. It's just about showing up, turning up, having fun, and you'll be surprised. You'll just start to climb those ranks.
Definitely.
And on your side of things, where you want to take it to the next level, that's where it starts. Just turning up, showing up, getting that experience, and growing your team. And then you get your team of 3 that wants to all do the same thing. And then you just gel, and then you'll slowly climb the ranks in that sense. But individual rankings, you just got to show up. That's all it's about, just showing up, having fun, trying your hardest. And at the end of the day, when I go to an event at the moment, knowing that there's an opportunity to climb the ranks, I just know that I've got to put in 100%.
Yep.
If I lose, if I come second, if I come third, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to get higher than what I am now.
Definitely. Yeah.
As soon as you step on the court, you've got points to go higher. So.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the least understood parts of it, which is going to get, as we're able to sort of promote, as far as Champions League, the Pride, Rams, everybody is able to promote where their guys and girls rank. People will be like, yeah, but we beat them. Oh, but they just keep showing up. So you know what I'm saying? But they keep showing up. And then all of a sudden, just like anything, just like with video games and whatnot, all of a sudden, e-gaming became big because you could be ranked in India and playing people in China and here in Adelaide, and everybody's sort of on the same. It's a great sort of leveling, levels the playing field. So that's awesome, man.
So, well, we're a little bit behind in Australia. Like, if you look at the rest of the country, 3-on-3's been massive for years. Yeah. We're a bit behind the 8-ball here, but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming in Australia. And then, as you said, we're going to be on par with those other countries where we can jump on the worldwide rankings and seeing Australia guys up in the top 10, 20, 50, and start to flood that market. So yeah.
And the women were right there to make the Olympics. I was watching that too.
Well, I think if you have a look right now, top 4 in Australia in everything, in men and women,
right?
all age groups, and top 4 is women.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, perfect.
Excellent, man. Well, I know I gotta pop back out on court, but you know, like most things, 3-on-3, we're in and out. So I appreciate you making time to, you know, and we can't wait to get over there as soon as borders open up.
Yeah.
We'll be keen to make that trip over for sure, one way or another.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Well, yeah, thank you so much for your time, man.
Yeah, no worries, thank you.
We'll keep in touch and stay connected. Easy.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All right,
mate.
man.
Perfect.
All right,
Awesome.
man. Take it easy.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks, mate. See ya.
Bye.
Awesome.
Excellent.